The little Snoops is still hanging in there. You know, I'm starting to think, like, you know, if this cancer is spreading, forget it. I'm not going to try to keep her alive. But she has been eating pretty well. So far, she's had 250 calories today. Definitely. She had a full can of 207 calorie food. Maybe not quite the whole can because I couldn't scrape all of it off the plate with my fingers because I feed her with my hands. Say 190 calories there, plus Live on Labs vitamin C and carbon C60 olive oil. She's still got the drooling from her mouth. I've been running right now. I started running this Dr. Clark magnetic pulsar. This thing doesn't really knock out microbes, you know, despite some of these stupid claims out there. There's a patent out there for a 20,000 Gauss device to knock out microbes, and that's a patent. That's not proof. This is 5,000. So, you know, sodas might be 6,000 soda instruments. That's it. That's the strongest they got. This is about the strongest one there is. They're noted for good for pain management, though. So I got it under her neck, and I got the north side, the bio north side, they call it, under her neck, pulsing. I don't know if that's going to help. But to tell you the truth, what helps the most is the CBD oil. I got to get some more of that. I basically ran out of it. I have hemp oil, real good quality hemp oil. And I poured the hemp oil into the remainder of the CBD oil bottle, shook it up, so it's got a mixture of mainly hemp oil and some CBD oil. She is, you know, I don't think she's feeling good. And so last night I thought she was good to go. I started thinking, oh wow, she seems to be talking to me the way she usually does. And then I saw, well, it wasn't like pure blood, but there was some blood mixed in with her saliva, but then that stopped. But you could feel there's wetness there. Drooling, right? Yeah, drooling. There's drooling going on. You do that one more time. Let's see if there's any yuckies. Yeah, well, that's probably the oils. The yellow is the oils. It's a hemp oil. So maybe that's not all drooling. The hemp oil and the CBD oil is rubbing it all on her mouth. You know, I wish you could talk to me because, like, I'm going to try to also run some of the other things on this Spooky Central besides just this Rife stuff. This Rife plasma might be having an effect. It's very difficult to say what's going on. You know, I mean, even if you're knocking out the cancer, you still got the damage. But the thing is, you know, from what I can know, it's like the problem is on her tongue, and there could be other areas, but I'm hoping that's doing the job. You know, I don't know. But I got to get some more CBD oil Monday. I got enough hemp CBD oil mixture to last her at least a couple days. There's quite a bit in that bottle because I put the full, about 2/3 of a bottle of hemp oil in the CBD oil. It was remaining of the CBD oil and shook it up. That stuff seems to work, but I go on to get some more of the extra sense CBD oil. She seems to like that, and also the carbon C60 olive oil on her lips. You know, as long as she's eating, but I really want to, you know, sometimes I'm wondering, you know, how's it going? Is it going better? Is it going worse? And she's definitely not out of the woods, that's for sure. No way in hell. So, I don't know. I don't want to give up on her, that's the thing. But I don't want her in any pain while I'm not giving up on her. So, I'm hoping this thing here is doing a job, right? You rest your chin right on that thing. That legitimately, the magnetic pulsar is known for pain management. Like if you got swelling issues and stuff, it does work for that. You want to use the bio north side, which is actually south magnetism. They call it bio north because it's the magnetism found on at the North Pole. That's just how they use that terminology in the healing world. So she's getting that. I got it set at yeah, that's the higher pulse. So you can set it for quicker. See? I'm using a higher one because, you know, wanted to get in there and penetrate, knock out some of the pain. I think, you know, well, I'm 100% sure the CBD oil and the hemp oil does alleviate some of the pain for sure, because every time we put that in their mouth, you see her tail going, you hear her go just before, so. Yeah, I heard you go. Is that better? Does that feel? Maybe this fit. Maybe this. I just started doing this with her, the magnetic pulsar. I was thinking about setting up in Spooky Central with something like this, but they got a PEMF coil, an ultrasound. I think I got all that stuff. And I think I do have all that. And I mean, I'm just going to use this for now. So. You know, as long as I can knock out her pain and keep her fed, and I used the Doc Willard water. I was reading up online about the Doc Willard water that there's been a lot of miraculous reports with that alone, including the CBD oil, just that alone. That's not the only thing I'm doing. I've heard stuff about the carbon C60. I'm using that. I heard stuff about this Rife technology. I'm using that. I heard stuff about the special holistic cat veterinarian support. I got the combination Life Gold Cancer Drops and the Spark herbalistic green formula for her, plus the colostrum. I forgot what the cat food was. It's Healthy Choice. It's like really good cat food. I mean, it's not cheap, but that's, so I mix all that stuff in her cat food like that. She got me worried today. I saw a little bit. It wasn't like blood, but there was some red in her saliva. But now it's stopped. There's no more of that. This was a little bit of yellow from the CBD oil. You can see that. A little red. So that's so I don't know. Maybe you know, the other thing is I can't tell when I'm seeing that. I'm getting, you know, I'm worrying like crazy. But in my mind, I'm seeing it's also possible. That's a sign that the cancer tumor is being destroyed. You know, and then that's why you're seeing that, you know, the little bit of blood with the saliva. I don't know. I'm just wishing this. But, you know, when I looked at how long it took Royal Rife just with this frequency technology, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not just relying on this technology, but with the frequency technology to cure patients, these are really bad patients, though. The 3 months for 12 out of 16, and then the last 4 took them another month and a half, 6 more weeks. So for 4 of them, it took 4.5 months. God, I'm gonna hate having to do this for freaking that long. I just hope, you know, I'm not doing this for naught. Like, you know, the end result is not gonna be good. But I'm doing everything to alleviate her pain. And this magnetic pulsar should. I know you hear a lot of stupid claims about this. I don't want to say stupid exactly, but they're, you know, it's from Bob Beck. You know, he's definitely a disinformation agent. Worked for Lockheed Martin. A lot of people say no, and I'm saying yes, he was. He was a disinformation agent. He would tell you that this thing, these magnetic pulsars, can kill pathogens. Now maybe that could be if you really up the power, but there's nowhere near enough power coming out of these things to kill pathogens. It might slow them down a little bit somehow, but it's really for pain management. That's in a traditional world, like with chiropractic and sports medicine. People have sprained ankles and things. The swelling, injuries. The magnetic pulsar does help with that. So I'm figuring she's got swelling under here in the tongue. This is going right through that. The pulsing, it's going right into that. Plus the frequency, as long as she stays there. So, doing the best I can. And I'm like thinking, oh man, I just hope I'm not screwing up on this. But I'm not just doing one thing. God. You're special, kitty. You know that? You're a special little gold digger. Tiffany GoldDigger. See, you got the black hat, little black tail, right? Little black nose. Designer spots. And she looks like she's all tightened up in here. And this is what's telling me she's crunching up. I don't know what the hell's going on with her exactly, but sometimes she seems like she's fine, sometimes she doesn't. I'm hoping this is the newest. I have not done this yet. I have not done the magnetic pulsar, and my whole intention is not to. Magnetic pulsar is not going to alleviate cancer. If somebody ever tells you that, that's a bunch of crap. But it has been known for like swelling and pain, and mainly with sprained ankles, and you know, you got an elbow that's bothering you or something. It's good for that. But then again, I'm figuring, well, she's got this pain from in her tongue from this swelling in her tumor. You know, maybe that'll help. I don't think it. I think it will help somewhat. So, and you know, in combination with CBD oil and stuff, which I still got some in that. I mean, hemp, even the hemp oil I got is some real good stuff. So, we'll be getting some more of that. All right, Snooks. My little baby girl, huh? Meow, meow, meow. Yeah. So, and I'll get her some more food tonight. So, I mean, she's already had 250 calories. I want to try to get like 300, another 100 calories into her. She's supposed to require 200. And, you know, that's for her body weight, 10 pounds. A cat that's indoors and 10 pounds is 200. If you're outdoors, you might be 350 for that weight, same weight. She's indoors. But, you know, I want to get her weight back on a little more, so trying to. So we'll see. It's freaking, you know, I'm really, sometimes I'm worried that, you know, she's getting worse. I'm not going to keep continuing this, but, I don't think she is getting worse. You know, I saw that little bit of, you know, it wasn't like, it was like a little bit of red tint in with the saliva. So I saw there's some blood, you know, and I was like, oh God, what the hell's going on here now? But maybe that could be that something healing too. And it has stopped. It has stopped. And I was able to feed her. She's still eating pretty good, even though I have to hand feed her. I'm getting a good amount of calories in her. I'm just hoping this, you know, what I'm doing here is going to, if she's staying here, maybe, you know, this is going right there. And, yeah, she's in range. She's in the near field range. The pulsar. The pulsar going. So. And usually she's, you know, we'll see if she stays over that pulsar for a long period of time. I'm saying it's helping her out. I do think that is going to help somewhat. You know, what I wouldn't care about continuing this on indefinitely, if I can alleviate where she has virtually no pain and she's still eating and she's hydrated. You know, then I don't care about keep just doing this, but you know, I'm a little worried about some of these things. If you know how, you know, right now she is getting food. I think she's getting enough water. She drinks at the fountain, and I spray the spray bottle on her mouth and stuff in the corner of her mouth. She gulps it down. And I do that for probably 30 minutes twice a day. And then I put more water in her food besides. You know, I think she's hydrated pretty good. I like to know how to do that IV stuff because just to make sure, but I think she is. Cause she'll drink sometimes at the water fountain for 15 minutes, but the kitchen sink, and you know, I'm figuring she's getting enough water there, plus what I'm doing, right? Ain't easy with this boo-boo. And I can't be here all the time. That's the thing. I got other things I got to be doing. That's the other thing. But I come back here as much as I can. I don't leave her long. She doesn't stay here too long. You know, 8 hours max. So, yeah, best I can absolutely do. So that's a new thing. We got the Dr. Matt Clark magnetic pulsar. Hopefully that's going to help her out. You know what? I could say we're pretty certain that it's going to help alleviate some pain. I don't know how much pain she's in or what because they hide it real good. Sometimes I don't think she's in pain at all because she's wagging her tail and stuff. I really don't know. She seems to like to stay by the spooky, the rice machine. Now we got the Fanatron bulb, which is supposed to be better. So, and she's got a lot of hours of treatment and that stuff. So, I mean, I don't know if this thing works. There shouldn't be most of her cancer, or all of it, should really be gone. Really, to tell you the truth, I don't know what the hell's going on here. Maybe she's just got a toxic reaction. But if that's just the case, it's in a few days she should be snapped back really good. So that's telling me I don't think all the cancer is gone. But something, like I said, back here, this was bald back here before, and so was this. All in here. And all that came back in. So, and that was, there was like lesions there too. It was red. The skin was red, and it had like sores. That all came back in. The fur grew back in. The sores healed up and everything. So, I mean, something good happened there for sure. And I couldn't feed her for crap, even hand feeding her. Before I couldn't even do nothing. I mean, it took me a half an hour to get not even like the 5-ounce can, not even half that in there. Now, a lot of times when she starts to eat, she'll get about 40% of that big can down in about 7 minutes. And then the rest of it takes probably 20 minutes, So, but that's like way faster than it was a few weeks ago. Or 3.5 weeks ago. So I'm hoping she's recovering, but it's really, you really don't know. You don't know if she's recovered until, and I'm going to tell you, if she recovers and gets rid of this cancer and she can eat on her own, I'm going to get the spooky, what do you call that? The spooky scaler. I'm going to stick her between it. It's like a life force enhancing thing that'll bring up all her life forces. If she actually gets rid of this cancer thing, I'm going to get her a spooky scaler. And, hopefully they make her live another 15, 20, 50 years or some crap with that thing. I don't know. But she's got this right now, so it's another thing we can do. And I know I rambled on here for a while, but I'm telling you, this is bugging the hell out of me. Sometimes I'm thinking, should I do this? Should I not do this? But sometimes I'm so pissed off at the veterinarian because they're all pretty much the same. Chemo, radiation, they might live a year but the odds are really bad. Put them to sleep right away. Don't do this, don't do that. It's like, they care, but they're so brainwashed into the standard methods. They'll tell me these other methods don't. If I was doing this before, I didn't know she had any problem. I thought she was a kitten. This is my mistake. When she strolled over to me October 4th, 2017, she's a small cat. I thought she was a kitten. Then she never got bigger, but I always thought she was a young cat. I thought maybe she's only a couple years old. No. But it's just timed out, so we're going to turn it back on again. So. So, she's had some kind of problem with that tongue ever since that time. And I think the only thing that was keeping her good was the fact that I was giving her a carbon C60 and olive oil. I started doing that in January 2018. And a lot of her issues with her fur started resolving. And I stopped doing it June 1st because when I started giving her colostrum, she looked like 100% perfect. So I thought, what the hell good is this carbon C60 doing? I'll just give her the colostrum. Well, I should have kept up both of them. And I don't think she would have had this result. But once you get a problem, it's hard to reverse that problem. It's a lot easier to prevent it. Like if I would have known she had an issue, I would have been doing this before. And she would have never got to this stage. So, but, if I can get it reversed, I'm hoping in the next couple weeks that she's a lot better. You know, not stationary. And, you know, maybe not eating on her own completely, but just feeling better or something. And at that time, then, you know, I'll feel like, okay, but it's going to be one way or the other over the next couple of weeks. It may even be over the next few days. I really don't know. But she seems to be, yeah, she's got her head laying right on that thing, the magnetic pulsar. Her head is laying right on that. It's a possibility she likes that. It's a possibility. So I'm going to have to keep coming back here every so often. I think it times out in about 15 minutes or something. Let's see if it keep hitting that button. So she seems to like this. That's cool. It's good to go.